every fashion is deemed as, at a minimum, no profanity, no vulgar language, no discourteous, disrespectful, or disparaging conduct. Mr. Chair, we have 32 citizens that have signed up this evening for general public comment. Number one, Glenn Gibellina.
For the record, Glenn Gibellina, is the overhead working? We're up and running? Okay.
Glenn, it's going to take a second for her to scan it and then get on the screen.
So I can continue on. So at the last workshop, when we said public comments, I heard Mr. Golden say, and now for the rules of the public comment, blah, 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 blah. Those were his exact words. You guys don't even follow your own protocol. So, we should be respectful of that. We met today at the Board of County Commissioners, the special elections. You guys need to revisit that because we're not going to put up with a special election. PeopleSoft, that software is a black hole. You need to get rid of it. Skyward, way to go. But what I'm really here for, and I have several hundred petitions, board members, we are right community, a public apology from Mr. Golden to Mr. Bray and to the community, James Golden, to be removed as chair of public comment. This is not the first time Mr. Golden has had his seat at the dais to go off on a rant in an attempt to set civil disobedience right out there. So get used to it. If you don't start behavior like we deserve to be respected, and we have not had this. We should not have to sign up to call in the phone. Did you have to sign up today when you called in, Mr. Kennedy? No, you did not. So that's what this board needs to recommend. You silo us up. You do public comment, voter depression. We're done with it. I'm going to hand all 250 affidavits in.
April.
Thank you. I just wanted to be crystal clear as to what will transpire during our children's peaceful protest beginning on May 17th regarding any possible punishment to them for this protest, and request your response after I'm finished. As has been stated to me from Mr. Kennedy, the peaceful protest will be treated as a dress code violation as written in your current policy anyway, when our children do not don a mask starting May 17th. According to the school board 2020-2021 high school matrix, the first violation or offense is counseling.
Sherry Weber.
Hang on 1 second. This is my turn to speak. Thank you, Mr. Bray. This is my turn to speak now. But I do want to ask the superintendent if, when we finish public comment, if we
ask, how are you okay with children being verbally abused and threatened with not being given school lunch, or a child being berated for not wearing a mask properly? But you answered that for me by your email to the principals today about a small group of us being highly agitated. You are not wrong. We are more than highly agitated, having to deal with all your continued nonsense. You rather be scared and support those that are threatening you to keep masks than take a stand for our kids and do what is right. The district is being paid in the upwards of $11,000+ per child, all for what? To send our children into verbally abusive and threatening environments? This has to end right now. I'm asking you as a board and Ms. Saunders to get rid of policy 8450 completely. We do not need this policy any longer. The data and numbers are continuing to show a downswing of cases. You want to keep this policy in place as a contingency plan. Why, I ask you? The policy was only enacted on the basis of a state of emergency. We are no longer in a state of emergency as of May 3rd. So why is it that you could not make this policy null and void on May 3rd when we went out of the state of emergency? It's called power. It is too much of a hassle for you to do your jobs for our kids and teachers and discontinue the policy right away. You could have called an emergency meeting and voted to get rid of the current policy. Instead, you wanted to change the policy to fit into terms you were all comfortable with in order to have a reason to place masks back on our children's beautiful faces. This power is not going to be yours to enact anymore if you vote on a new policy. Do you really want to place it in the hands of Ms. Saunders? Why, I ask you? Why does she get the sole power to do so without any parental input or even your vote or input on the matter? What makes her qualified to speak for all of your public comment pertaining specifically to 8450 policy?